Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And today, the Houston Rockets lose to the San Antonio Spurs 110 to 121. Tough loss for the Rockets tonight to lose this game against the San Antonio Spurs. Hate to see it, but every good winning streak has to come to an end. The last 5 games have been so good for the Rockets, and they played some great basketball, and that's great, but just tonight couldn't get it done. That's okay, hate to see it, but, all winning streaks aren't going to be forever, and that was the case tonight for the Houston Rockets. I really wish they could have got this win because this would have been a huge win. Starting off the Emirates Cup, this being the in-season tournament, you've got to get this dub. They're in a hard group if you want to be successful. I think it's gonna be pretty hard to end up trying to win this group. They're in a group that is also in the same group as the Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets, so that makes things hard. So this was a win you wanted to get if you want to be successful, in the NBA Cup, and they couldn't do that tonight, but that's all right. 24 points for Kevin Durant, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 8 for 18 from the floor, 1 for 2 from 3. It's always a treat when you get to see the Kevin Durant versus Victor Wembanyama matchup. Wemby had 22 points, 8 rebounds, 8 for 16. He had a lot better second half. He only had 6 points at halftime. Much better second half for Wemby. 22 for Julian Champagnie. I feel like this is 2 games in a row for him where he's really stepped up and done a really good job. He had 7 rebounds, 4 steals in this one. I don't think they win this game without him. And, his really good three-point shooting, 6 threes. But they also got 6 threes from Harrison Barnes, who I think had one of the best games of his season so far, 24 points, with 6 for 9 3-point shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. Stephon Castle had 14 points. More importantly, had an amazing end to the second quarter. I believe it was a 10-0 run that he had. So, and he had 13 assists and 6 rebounds. Look, I know the Spurs are missing guys like Dylan Harper, Darren Fox, but and I think it's disappointing the fact the Rockets didn't win this game tonight. But we can't hide away from the fact that this Spurs team is really talented. Like, with Stephon Castle and Julian Champagnie and Wemby and Harrison Barnes did tonight, that's a good squad, even without Harper and Fox. And Vassell had 15 points on top of that. They had decent scoring off the bench. They had Jordan McLaughlin, who had 9 points in 9 minutes. And Keldon Johnson had 8 points and 6 rebounds in 27 minutes. Jeremy Sohan had 2 points. 3 points for Lindy Waters, 2 points for former Rocket Kelly Olynyk. So they had decent bench scoring in this game. They had a combined, I believe it was 24, 25 bench points tonight. So on top of all of their starters being over 14 or more points. So this is a great scoring game for the Spurs without their two best point guards in Dylan Harper and Darren Fox. I'm sorry to Stephon Castle. Number one, I think he's more of a 2 guard than he is a 1 guard, and he is a good point guard. I just think, and he showed that tonight with his 13 assists. I just think Dylan Harper and Darren Fox are better players. But so this is a tough one to take. But the Spurs played a great game tonight, and they're a great team. Durant played better than he's played in the past 2 games. I don't think as good as you would have hoped for. Sengun did, I'm not going to say amazing, did decent. 25 points, 10 for 22 from the floor, 1 for 6 from 3, and 4 for 5 at the free throw line. I think Amin Thompson, you didn't get what you would have hoped from him. Look, this is a really positive thing, and the really positive thing I'll go with is his 3-point shooting in the last 4 games has been really good. 2 for 4 from 3 tonight. He's made a 3 in his last 4 games, so he's got 5 threes in the last 4 games. I think that's a really positive thing for Amin Thompson, if you ask me. But he had 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Josh Okogie had 12 points. He was 2 for 3 from 3 tonight. The Rockets were not bad from 3 tonight. They were almost 50%, 13 for 27. They just did not shoot a bunch. Reed Shepard had 16 points and 6 for 10 from the floor, 4 for 7 from 3. He had 6 assists. I thought Reed Shepard was actually really good in this game tonight. Steven Adams returned after missing the other night against the Grizzlies. He had 3 points, 8 rebounds in 20 minutes tonight. Clint Capella had 6 minutes, scored 0 points, but had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. That's really it for the Rockets tonight. Tough loss, but it is what it is. Jabari Smith Jr., I think his struggling tonight, or him not being effective tonight, hurt this team as well. Only 27 minutes for Smith Jr., but 5 points, 8 rebounds, 2 for 6 from the floor. Tari Eason had 11 points with a total of 2 rebounds and 2 assists and 2 steals. Tough loss for the Rockets, but let's see them bounce back when they place the Bucks on Sunday. That's going to actually be the Rockets' first Sunday game of the year. And after they play that game against the Bucks, the only day that they will not play on so far this year is Thursday. After they play the Bucks on Sunday, they've played every day of the week besides Thursday. This is just an interesting conversation. I just was doing some research on it. This is the fact that's crazy. The Rockets don't play their first in this Thursday. The Rockets season began end of October. So the season's been going on since October 21st, if I'm correct. And when's the Rockets' first Thursday game of the year? December 25th, when the Rockets play the Lakers on Christmas. Really, the only reason why the Rockets, even play a Thursday game is because, so early is because of the fact that, the Rockets are on Christmas because Kevin Durant is on the team. And look, the Rockets are a great team, but the only reason why they're on Christmas Day is because Kevin Durant is on every Christmas Day. So I believe that, for the Rockets, Sunday will be a chance. You want to win that. You want to win that game on Sunday. You want to be able to get back and get a dub on Sunday, and that will be great for this team to do. Let's see if they can go into Milwaukee. That's gonna be a hard one to do right now. The Bucks have been playing great basketball. I think they just beat the hottest team in the NBA in the Bulls, if you ask me. So that's gonna be a hard matchup. Giannis is playing well, but the Rockets at times in the last couple of years since Ime Udoka joined the team have matched well against Giannis. Their size, they definitely match up well with Giannis. I thought the Rockets did a decent job with Wemby tonight. He only had they limited him to 22 points and 8 rebounds in 37 minutes. I know that's a good number, but for Wemby, he could have gone way more crazy than he did tonight. So I think that's a good sign with this defense. But you guys give me your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.